Hi Taurus, and welcome to your tarot reading. That will be for a month. Whenever you are listening to this kind of applies to you, unless this is already your second layer of listening. And trust me, that really works. I am not looking for jumpers when you're sign number 12, meaning that you had the least clicks. So hopefully you change this. So let me just give you this one. You got Magician jumping over here saying, hey guys, it's a good news. You can do whatever you want. You just need to make sure that things are done for the good reasons, for the right reasons. You're going to get it. It's going to work out anyway. This really card talks about kind of outcome is there because you have all the tools, you have all the talents, it's all there. But it doesn't kind of have that layer of spirituality. So I'm just telling you, why don't you preempt it and kind of do that as well? You have this Two of Pentacles. Maybe something has been on shaky grounds. Maybe you have been wondering how to approach the situation. This can literally mean that somebody is juggling over here. So we are going to see this if we see that later in the reading. But this also can talk about balance. It can mean you need to adapt to life. There is some kind of renewal. It could be some kind of change as well, right? Keep in mind that Pentacles are always about physical things. It's about this 3D dimension. So you also need to be able to enjoy basically gifts and enjoy kind of fortune. But look at that. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, and the comme ci comme ça. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, and it's going to be kind of one of those things. Maybe this time you are sign number 12 that is being read, and next time going to be 1. That's pretty much what Gemini and Libra did. They just so no, I'm not waiting. Next time I'm moving it forward. So I know you guys are slow and steady wins the race. You're clearly getting Pentacle. You're getting that earthy energy coming through. So let's see what else. Ooh, Five of Cups. Five of Cups, to me, it's always talking about somebody looking back to things we have done. And we are wondering if we can do them better, if we can repair them. It could be that literally bitter pill that we need to swallow. However, Five of Cups always also talk about that we need to heal the wounds. It takes time to do that, right? And they're almost like spirit ones. They're really telling us that we really need to see what else is possible. Well, not really everybody would have this beautiful castle she's looking down and it's everything that she wants. So we need to kind of turn our head to what we currently have. You actually are a sign that is really good at doing that, right? So this can really talk about that maybe because there is a broken spirit. Now I can absolutely see that there was a third party. It was somebody who was messing with something that you really wanted, and somebody really stepped in a really strong, forceful way and said, basta, I kind of had enough over here. This kind of really made you sad. Maybe you're just simply disappointed in a person. Maybe you had goals. Maybe you kind of had visions. But somebody here is also kind of there is displaying two sides over here. And you had the Magician. Magician said, hey, you know what you put in, you get out. You certainly want, I don't know, somebody made this movie you want to be a millionaire, and then they turn you into a pimp or a drug dealer, right? Because hey, that's kind of how quickly we can get it. So kind of beware what you wish for, kind of a thing. But look, this is really good. You are really feeling sad, but at the same time you are fully aware, well, maybe one door closes and that's why I can open another door. Not everything is lost when we lose things, because sometimes it's really hard to kind of really jump at us that really simple solution. Hey, there is something else still that can come through that we can really enjoy. Cups are about emotions, right? So now we have in the center of your reading about emotions over here, right? So when Ace shows up, it's kind of talking about it's an opportunity. There's some new opportunity showing up. It's almost like raising from the ashes. And let's see if this is with the same person or no. I don't know if you're dealing with a person with whom maybe you have a child, or really feel so strong that you want to have a child. The sun is like a really shiny card. I mean, it's falling in your past over here, but sun literally, it just like feels like in real life there's like something that you really felt enthusiastic about, right? So it's almost like it was some kind of like show. It kind of like really felt on top of the world over here. It was like, I mean, a joy. But I really think the underlying, and you can hear the ice cream, we are like really hot in Toronto today and tomorrow, summer. So it's like 28, I don't know what this is in Fahrenheit, so I would say high 80s or something like that. Lovely for September. So that's the heat of the sun, and this is the ice cream truck. So you really could feel it, you could taste it, you were going in a certain direction, but then something stopped. Maybe you were going around shopping and planning, and you saw your significant one with somebody else hand in hand, and it was like, what? Right? Because I really think that somebody here has been selfish, and somebody here is making you wonder if things are really workable, right? So we are really talking about you guys needing to deal with depression. And when you're depressed, everything is negative, exaggerated, and everything positive, it's really hard to take in. So how I said, one door opens, one door closes, another one open. But you need to open the door. That's what you need to do. Like you had the magician, which tells you can do it. You're not having your hands tied. This is you guys, Queen of Pentacles. You always go back to, I need to feel comfortable. I just want to feel comfortable. That's the most important thing in my life. So if this being comfortable also can mean luxury, so much better, right? If you can. A Queen of Pentacles, to me, it's the queen that I actually identify with as well. It's my favorite queen because she kind of like is the ultimate pragmatic in this world, right? So she knows, yeah, you need to work, but you need to reward yourself at times as well, right? So this could be about the mother energy, and this could be also about father or paternal energy. You might be dealing with your own mother. You might be feeling like, I need somebody's shoulders to kind of like lean upon. You might be that shoulder that you're offering to somebody, right? This is a card to me about security. I think ultimately what you feel that really bothered you, that somebody made you feel insecure, that you are just not caring how nice they are, how much they are trying or begging. To you is like, look, you have done something, you have messed my life. And it's not even about forgiving. Like, we will see if judgment shows up over here, but this is more or less to you, well, if this is to last, and this is that pragmatic part, if this is to last, why did that happen? Why did this happen? Right? So let's see. You do want them to come through. You do want them to come and say, hey, I love you. And this is that really innocent energy. This is somebody coming with maybe hat in hand. And if this is like about somebody from the past, they will. But this also can indicate, guys, that all these gloomy thoughts, because these two cards are almost identical. It can talk about new potentials, it can talk about new freedoms, and it talk about opening yourself up to new love. It can talk about somebody new entering your life. And I see here water signs, fire signs, and earth signs in your particular case. And then you have like Two of Wands. And so now we have two twos over here, guys. Twos are about indecision. So this could be choice between you and somebody else. This can be choice between you want to be with somebody else or not want to be somebody else. Choice between career and love. And this is also like what really enthuses you, right? Look at him. He's like on the edge of, I don't know, some falls. Could be Niagara Falls. And there are two wands. one of them is supported kind of like flimsy, in a flimsy way, right? It might be a stronger wind is going to blow everything away. So maybe one option can really quickly kind of like blow in the wind. And he has this globe. The globe obviously is extremely important to him, because he is holding on to this wand, and he said, okay, well, maybe something didn't work out, or I will really need lots of effort to prop it up, and I really don't even know if even that is going to be enough over here, right? So, but what kind of really world I do want to go into, and how will I build it, right? So this is like somebody who is getting really focused and starting to do planning, and you guys are absolutely great at that. That's kind of like this fixedness that makes you really do well. Surely it can make you feel very stubborn. We know about that, right? Yes, you need to freaking stop feeling sorry for yourself. And I can see that somebody betrayed you. This is freaking clear. You feel, oh my gosh, a new day is not going to come. What do I do? This is a 10. This is a 10. 1 and 9 is 10, right? So, but look, that sun is coming through. Yes, you have been there. This doesn't mean you are not going to be there again. Sure enough, this card doesn't feel enticing, and it's not going to be, I want to pull this card out of the deck. You're not going to think like that. But there's like something really good about this card, that, like, silver lining, that even though it could have been betrayal, and even though it could have been ending and defeat, the worst is over. The worst is over. The only way is going to go now, it's up, and it's going to kind of like regenerate you. It's going to start putting you in a new phase, in a new situation. So let's check your environment. Yes, these two cards, when they came together, like, there is, like, guys, some kind of rejection. There clearly is rejection. They're clearly at this stage, I know it's a third party, and I know that this person, there's like somebody who is really suffering over here, and it almost like looks like that you're inflicted, the pain is inflicted upon you, and that's something I don't want to see, because she is stuck in her corner, even though, and this is a lily that is shown, and a dove, some kind of like peace. Somebody's rejecting somebody here, or even rejecting that peace offer. Maybe it isn't really what you feel, what you want, but it's still Three of Swords, kind of like give this feeling of, I don't know if I can handle this, and I clearly know very well that I never want to feel like this. So somebody here, in order to come back in your life, it almost like feels like you're going to say, you will really need to prove yourself to me in order to do that. And you're going to be very clear in your own head that they might not be able to, then they might drop this ball. And again, and this globe and these balls, maybe they dropped it too many freaking times, and you're saying, why? Oh my, oh why am I still even talking to you? You are only causing me pain. You might be dealing with somebody who is really harsh, who kind of like comes with some ideas and nonsense. I'm actually very surprised that I didn't see any knight over here, but knight is young. Yeah, you know what? You're wrapping up. You're moving on. It was enough. And it was not really what you wanted. You really, really wanted to be with this person. Some promises have been made to you, and you're a fixed sign. You take promises seriously, because when you give promise, you keep it. It is very hard for you as a fixed sign, and it takes one to know one, to even accept that somebody can really betray you. And I really think, and you need to realize it for yourself, that all these feelings that you are generating, this negativity, that sadness, that sorrow, is out of kind of like what happened and why have you done it. That bothers you like enormously over here. It's kind of it. So you're saying to yourself, look, it must be something better. I must look for something better. This is actually very positive because you're finally moving on in a direction where you really want to capture something else and something new, and you're saying to yourself, okay, look, it is the way it is. I can always come back to it and have this. Is this really like what I planned for myself? Is this really how I wanted my life to revolve? I need to look. I need to see how else I can apply myself, and how else and what kind of people I can have around me. It's going to be very, very important for you to look in that direction. And you need to slay the dragon. This card came through from many, many readings. It looks like this month is going to be clear to all of us. It cannot be the way it was. It must be better, right? It's much different than the regular Five of Swords, because look at these two dudes over here. Oh my god, the dragon! But this dude here, he fears no dragon. And this is a card number 5, just like this card is a number 5. And the card number 5, the card that represents you in tarot, is a number 5, the Hierophant. So these cards are sort of like different facets of you, right? So you are completely waking up. You are no longer drinking this bitter pill. You are giving yourself, you're fighting. You're maybe fighting for what you want. Maybe you're saying, I'll give myself another shot. But even if you're fighting for somebody, you are well aware of what is doable, what is not doable. Because to me, this is really telling me that you are not going to, you really want to go for the win. And that is like something that maybe has to be a little bit re-examined. You're stepping out of that fear. You are vocalizing what you want. But this also can mean winning at all costs. Yeah, I know you're a fixed sign. Yeah, I told you it takes one to know one. But this is not going to be benefiting anybody, because you will just end up making somebody else feel this way. Maybe you're thinking, good. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Because karma will make you spin another turn when we kind of like make these decisions. You really have gone through something really bad over here, guys. Something that you hoped for so much, and hence it feels like twice as bad that it has been withdrawn and taken away from you, and it doesn't feel right. So let me grab one more card for you guys to seal this reading. And don't forget to check your ascendant and check your moon sign. In the description I provided you with the link to get your natal chart, so you can get all of that stuff. So let's see. And the card that came through is like Dragon's Lair, and it is reversed. And look at that freaking iced thing. It's almost like so freaking unattractive that becomes attractive. And look at the dragon coming home, and it's like a garage and lit. So let's see what this really talks about. I'll read it for you. Red flags shouldn't be ignored. Don't be seduced into learning a lesson that will hurt your heart. Oh boy, we see that, right? Temptation and intrigue abound, but be careful, because you can't win this particular challenge. And that's the Gordian knot. You know what the solution is with Gordian knot? You cannot untangle it. You cannot make things right anymore. You need to cut it. So there will be two short ends, two short end of the sticks, right? End of the stick. Heed this gentle warning about wanting and longing and the fantasy of belonging to someone, something, or an identity that has no true substance or longevity. Ignore this alarm and you will wander in circles near the edge of a dragon's lair. Choose another path, for your treasures lies elsewhere. So you guys, choose your battles. Think of the world you really want to build, but focus on what is important. Don't focus yourself on a person or something material even though that's going to soothe the pain. Focus on a bigger picture. Remember how you felt good. You were not really thinking when certain things waltz into your life, well, I want a Tom or Harry or Marianne or Anne. No, you were thinking it would be so nice to love again and feel that. This is again telling you it can happen. It can happen. Don't ignore the red flags, guys. This is really well said, and I really hope to hear from you. It's very important, guys. This is a general reading. As I said, check your moon and ascendant, but really to get the true flavor of what's going on, contact me via cattarot.ca. Also on my website, again, cattarot.ca, you can actually get free 3-card reading. So just you will see on main of the links to do that. Love you guys. All the best. Until the next time. Looking forward to reading your comments. Bye.